Hi, grade 4, grade 5. I am really excited about today's James and the Giant Peach activity. It's something that I thought about 2 weeks ago before we even went online school. So in your packet at home, you will find this. And the third page is the design a book cover. So today, you're going to pretend that you're hired to design a new book cover for James and the Giant Peach. So it's a little bit of our language arts, but we're mixing it in with art. So it turns out we're all going to be back to school next Tuesday, and I can't wait to see you. And I cannot wait for you to return all these beautiful packages so I can see all the work you've been doing while we've been away. So first we're going to take a moment and have a quick look at all of the book covers that have been done for James and the Giant Peach. This book has been around for a long time. So did you know it's the job of an artist, illustrator, to do art for books and even to put forth ideas for the book cover or the book's cover. So this is the cover that I've been reading of the book that I have. And what I really like about it, it's quite a simple design. And it has James with all of his friends. And I really, really like that you can see sort of the emotion on the character's face. You see James looking right up at the green grasshopper. So although it's quite a simple design, when I chose this book, I thought, wow, that is really cool. Now, this book was also made into a movie, so you can see some pictures here that are from the movie, but I know many of you are using or reading this book cover, so you can see how the illustrator has created the title or the cover to be quite simple. The title, James and the Giant Peach, is there, and then you can see a very different version of James and his friend. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We are going to work on creating a beautiful, beautiful book cover. I'm also going to show you another video here. Let me just share my screen again. Hopefully I can find it. And this is a video about a person whose job is designing book covers. So let's have a watch right from the beginning. Here we go.
The primary function of design is to really hook someone into picking up a book and buying them and actually wanting to read what's inside of it. It's getting a specific idea or a concept to someone else, not in words, but through colors and shapes and texture. It's visual storytelling. There are different ways that we can choose the right cover. First, we have to understand who the audience is, and then whether we choose to go for an illustrator or we choose to design it ourselves, we have to stay on top of what's going on in the market, what's on trend, but at the same time, we need to see things that inspire us personally. It can be as simple as just graffiti on the wall. It's just finding inspiration in the little things around you. When it comes to techniques, it really depends on the designer and how they prefer to work. I definitely like to read the manuscript first. I like to go into it and get the tone of the book, understand how I want the cover to appeal to an audience member. If I want them to have the same reaction that I did, then I have to really understand what the author is trying to tell us through the story. I love seeing design that have a twist, mostly that are concept-driven, that aren't just something that's pretty, but there's meaning behind it, there's significance. Traveling Cat, this was a special gift edition, and to show the traveling aspect of the story, we had traditional Japanese marbling pattern and we incorporated cats within the marbling. The greatest pleasure is working in such a creative field and with people who push you to be creative and push you to do things that sometimes you wouldn't be able to do in another field or in another studio. We create several visuals, and then we go through iterations of finding the right colors, the right typography, the right compositions. We show them to the entire company, and then once that direction is chosen, it gets refined to the final cover that we see today in stores. when you see a cover and there's a specific typeface that's been used, or there's a specific photograph that usually wouldn't work, but because that designer used it in a certain way, it just blended it so perfectly to create the perfect cover.
Awesome. So I am really excited about today's task that we're doing. We're thinking about what we know of James and the Giant Peach already, the characters, and how this story is really full of life and bright. So you are going to work on your book cover today. This will come back to school next Tuesday, and it will be part of our language arts, but also art. Now, some of you brought home your pencil boxes, so you can use pencil crayons, you can use markers. I would highly recommend that you use a pencil at home first. And if you want to do this on an extra piece of paper in your notebook and then use this sheet for your good copy, that's okay too. Please take some time, do your best work, and really think about if you were hired for a job to create an amazing new book cover for this book. What would draw you in? What did you love about the book so far? See you soon. Bye.